Assalamu alaikum dear students, I hope everybody is fine. I am Dr. Lewis and you are watching YouTube channel ALEVELCAMS. In this lecture we will discuss the vectors. Vector is a quantity having the both the size and the direction. So it means the quantity which are without the direction are just a scalar. So for example, let's say I have a bag of mangoes. So we just count its weight, that how heavy it is. So it is just a scalar. And similarly, the how many liter of petrol is in your car is an example of a scalar. But if I am moving from my house to a university, so I have to move in a specific direction. That will be a vector. So mathematically we see that vector is a line in a two-dimensional space. Let's say x and y is a plane and we are discussing a vector. So vector is a line with an arrow over the head. So let's say it is making an angle 30 degree with the positive x-axis. Then we can say there is a representation of a vector v, like the length of this line is 6. So 6 at the angle 30, it is another representation of a vector. So it is also called the polar representation. The length and the angle with the positive x-axis. If the direction is the anti-clockwise, it will be positive. If the direction will be the clockwise, vector will be negative. So there is another representation of a vector v. Let's say I be a vector but unit vector in the direction of x-axis and j be the unit vector in the direction of y-axis. Then we can say it is, let's say, has v1 unit along the x-axis, v2 unit along the y-axis. So this representation is called the component representation. Now we talk about the equal vectors. Let's say there are two vectors. One vector is u1, second vector is u2. With an arrow means these are the vector. If I did not mention the arrow over the alphabet, so it means we are considering as a scalar. So we say that these two vectors are equal if and only if the size or the magnitude of both vector is same and also the direction is same. If their direction are different, means one is moving along this direction, second is moving along this direction, but the magnitude are same, so they are not the equal vectors. So the size of a vector, let's say the vector v, the size of a vector is denoted by this one. It is also called the size, magnitude or the length. Student, now we discuss some operations over the vector. Let's say there is a vector u. If I multiply it with a scalar number, let's say a be any scalar. Let's say the vector u is I plus j, and I multiply it with the scalar number a. Scalar number means any real number, so it will multiply with the every component. So if we see I and j be the unit vector, the vector u will be this one. Okay, so if I multiply with a, let's say if a equal to 1, then au is nothing but the vector u, so it means it is the same vector. But if a is greater than 1, let's say a is 2, then au will be 2 times u. It will increase the size of the vector u, double the size, but the direction is same. And if I multiply it with 1 by 2, let's say a is 1 by 2, then it will half its direction. Means we have new vector a by 2. It will reduce its size. So it means if a is greater than 1, it will stretch the vector. If it less than 1, it is compress the vector. So if we have the negative a, it will change the direction. If it is moving in this direction and I will multiply with the -2, the direction will be changed. The second operation is addition of two vectors. Let's say one vector is u, which is 2 minus 3j. Another vector v is 3i 5j. So you can see that u is if we draw u, then the addition u plus v is defined as add the component wise if we add two vectors, let's say u and v. So we add two vectors, add them component wise, you will get 5 and 2. So dear student, we place the tail of u at the head of v. We have to move 2 units along the x-axis and 3 units to the downward. Why? So you can move 3 units downward, and from 5 to 3 units when you will go down, you will add the 2. So it means the addition is 5 along the x-axis, 2 along the y. So 5 along the x, 2 along the y, that is the addition of two vectors. And similarly we can define the subtraction. So for the subtraction, subtract component wise u minus v, the -3 plus 2 will be the -1, and the -5 minus 3 will be the -8j.